People rarely understand the true value of something until it's already gone. They walk away, imagining the world is full of brighter pastures, more dazzling distractions, shinier stars. But when they leave, thinking you were just another option, they miss the truth. You were never an option. You were the choice, the real deal. They thought they could trade you in, switch you out, like something replaceable. Now, they're left with your replacement. Ah, yes, the replacement. The poor soul now trapped in your shadow, trying to fill the void you left behind. But shadows, my friends, are unfillable. They may try, put all their energy into pretending it's all fine, yet they cannot replace something irreplaceable. You. This new person, struggling to play a role they're unsuited for, stumbles through each day, failing in every attempt to be you. Because you weren't just someone in their life. You were an experience. You were the fire that warmed them, the light that guided them, the truth that shook them to their core. Not a placeholder, but a foundation. Now they have someone new, a weak echo of the brilliance they once held and couldn't handle. They feel it deeply, every day. They believed they could move on, that they'd find someone who fit their mold, someone simpler, someone who wouldn't challenge them like you did. But here's the truth. They found someone who can't meet the standards you set, someone who can't love or care with the same depth, the same passion, and they despise it. People often think they want the easier option, someone who doesn't make them question themselves or grow, who doesn't force them to face their darkest sides. But here's the twist. They left you because you were too much for them. And now, without your fire, their lives feel cold, empty, meaningless. That's why your replacement will never be enough. They'll never fill your shoes. They'll never erase the impact you made on their lives. Every glance at the person they've chosen is a reminder of that emptiness, that lingering regret, that whispering voice saying, "You let the best thing you ever had slip away." And it burns, doesn't it? Oh, how it burns. Replacements, they're never real, just temporary distractions from the truth. And here's that truth. You were the real thing, the one who added life to their dull, predictable world, who made them think, feel, and truly live. Now, they're with someone who can't even come close to that, someone hired only to patch the holes you left. No matter how much they pretend, they can't replace you. They'll never find someone who does what you did, who gives what you gave. And that's the sweetest part, isn't it? Because while they try to force this new relationship to work, trying to reshape their replacement, you're free. Free of their selfishness, their endless need for validation, their games. And from a distance, you get to watch as they struggle with the weight of their own mistakes. It's almost ironic, isn't it? They thought they could forget you, move on without consequences. But they'll never forget. You're etched into their memory, burned into their soul, a permanent reminder of what they lost. No matter how much time passes or how far they run, they'll feel your absence. And that's why they're miserable, though they'll never admit it. They'll put on a show, post their happy photos, but deep down, they're struggling with the regret of losing the best thing they ever had. Now they're stuck with a poor imitation, a shadow of what you once were. Because true authenticity can't be replaced. Real love, loyalty, and passion can't be substituted. And though they try to fill the void, they'll always come up short. So, here's your replacement. A person struggling to keep up with an impossible standard, tired of competing with a memory. And your ex, miserable too. No matter how much they try to convince themselves they made the right decision, they're haunted by the truth. They lost something precious, something irreplaceable. And that, my friends, is their karma. They walked away, and now they must live with the outcome. They have to sit with the knowledge that they let go of the best thing they ever had, and no distraction can change that. You were too real, too raw, too powerful. You forced them to confront their own reflection, to face the parts of themselves they'd rather ignore. They ran to something easier, something safe, and now they're realizing that what they thought was safe is just empty. And that's where you've won. While they're trapped in the consequences of their choice, you're free. Free from their games, their lies, their manipulation. Free to live on your terms without their influence pulling you down. The best part? They know it. They know they lost something invaluable. They're stuck with a replacement who can never live up to the person you were, left with the regret of trading a diamond for a penny. They thought they could move on, find someone to erase your memory, but now they live with the regret of losing the best thing that ever happened to them. And that's where your victory lies. They're living with the consequences, while you're free to find someone who genuinely appreciates you. So let them suffer. Let them sit with the regret of losing something so precious. This is karma, and it doesn't work on anyone's schedule but its own. They thought they could escape unscathed, but life circles back, balancing every scale, collecting every debt. Now, every glance at their replacement reminds them of their mistake. The cracks are showing, and they can't mold someone into being you, no matter how hard they try. The irony, isn't it delicious? They thought they could move on, build a life without you, but they're haunted by your memory, by the love you offered so openly, by the part of themselves they'll never see again, because you took that light with you when you left. They see you there, calm, with a quiet smile, and it hits them. They were never in control. The one they thought they had power over, the one they thought clung to their every word, had been guiding them the whole time. And that realization stings deeper than any wound they could have imagined. They try to piece it together, to understand where it all went wrong. It's a burden they carry, a reminder that, in trying to leave you behind, they left a part of themselves with you. And perhaps they tell themselves they're fine, that it doesn't matter, that they're unaffected. But in those quiet moments, when the mask slips, they feel it. They feel the emptiness, the hollow ache that nothing seems to fill. They might try to move on, distract themselves, but that silence stays with them. It's become part of them,